So we've established that pain is a multifaceted phenomenon affecting many areas of one's life potentially. And we've talked about how pain is a complex construct. It's composed of past remembered pain, present pain experience, and anticipated pain in the future. Of the approaches are an alteration in sensation, dissociation, distraction, separate physical pain, and the psychological aspects of pain experience. And some of the objectives, which aren't exhaustive, are to potentially help reduce subjective pain experience, to teach relaxation, to expand sense of time, disrupt cycles of pain, increase physical activity, increase and improve the ability to cope and tolerance to pain, and also talk about the emotional components of pain and strengthen one's resolve. And certainly I'm not recommending it at all, but in certain situations, under the guidance of a medical professional, the person may want to lower the administration of medication. Now, I'm not suggesting that at all, although in certain situations, the person under the guidance of medical supervision, and I'm not a medical person, may want to lower the administration of medication, and hypnosis can be a way of complementing that and complementing and augmenting other treatments as well. So we can focus on using hypnotic suggestion, absorption, permissive indirect approaches, amnesia, analgesia, replacement sensations, displacement, dissociation, reinterpretation. The primary nervous structures involved in processing and experiencing pain are the anterior cingulate cortex, the insula, the prefrontal cortex, the spinal mechanisms, the supraspinal and the thalamus. And the neurophysiological basis of hypnosis, hypnotic analgesia, involve engaging the ACC, the insula, the prefrontal cortex, the spinal mechanisms, the supraspinal and the thalamus. So the ACC, the anterior cingulate cortex, lies in the front part of the cingulate cortex, which is itself lies just above the corpus callosum in the fissure of the cortical tissue that separates the brain's two hemispheres. The ACC is one of the structures of the limbic system, and it's related to a number of processes and activities. Evidence supports the conclusion that pain-related activity in the ACC is related to effective emotional component of pain. Findings also suggest that pain-related ACC activity subserves the motivational, motor aspects of pain. For example, say getting ready to do something about the pain, including the facilitation of cognitive and behavioral and emotional coping efforts and strategies. The ACC is an area of the brain that focuses on what's relevant and not relevant, unconscious, conscious, close to the conscious part of the brain. It helps you to distinguish the relevance of information, to be able to put together, it helps you to put together thinking and emotion, and to screen out what is not important, to screen in what is important. The region is involved in decision making and emotional regulation, as well as vital to regulation of physiological processes such as blood pressure and heart rate. The ACC cortex appears to play a crucial initiation in motivation and goal setting and goal-directed behaviors, cognitive motor control. The prefrontal cortex lies on the front of the frontal lobes. The area of the brain is generally thought to be involved in the planning of cognitive responses and moderating social behaviors, amongst other executive functions. The frontal cortex plays a vital role in a set of higher order cognitive functions termed executive functions. So think for a moment of the prefrontal cortex. Think about the time that you had to cope with a change. So for example, you had a new mobile phone, an upgrade, a new car, you decorate the office, or you change jobs to a new location. So you're used to doing one thing, you used to have one thing, we used to have something else. So you automatically, for example, you decorate the house and you go to switch the lights on where the lights used to be. So your frontal lobes need to kick in to help you inhibit the now irrelevant action for the new action. And its relationship to pain, the prefrontal, is thought to encode the cognitive aspects of pain, such as memory for pain, evaluation of meaning of pain, and executive decisions about pain. We are then initiated with the help of the ACC and the motor cortex. Research also suggests that activity in the prefrontal cortex is negatively associated with the severity of pain, consistent with the view the frontal cortex as serving a generally inhibitory function and a specific role for this area of the modulation of pain. So you may have an experience or an intellectual curiosity. So I'm going to do a brief exercise. So what I'd like you to do is to make yourself comfortable now. We're going to do a brief experiential exercise.